Dorito. Hey everyone, the new containing out Dorito! Doritos?
All the children gather round. We will dance together.
You probably know these companies pretty well. But how well do they know you? For years, big companies and corporations have been finding ways to get into your head to sell their products better. This video will explore how these big brands crawl into your brain using color, sound, and emotion, and why it works so well. Most brands are easily recognizable compared to others. Whether it's due to their color scheme or an eye-catching logo, something about them makes them pop. Coca-Cola has its signature red and white scheme, while Amazon has its black, blue, and orange with its signature arrow. But what is it that makes them stand out? Research has stated that characteristics of ads that are often considered to elicit more or less attention include size, color, intensity, contrast, position, directionality, movement, isolation, attractiveness, distinctiveness, and novelty. So whether or not your logo is captivating could rely on so many different variables that you might as well start from scratch. It turns out that when your color scheme screams louder than your ad copy, you're probably doing branding right. Or your product could go through a rebrand and could lose its luster like Tropicana did in 2009. When they decided to change their signature look of their cartons of delicious orange juice, they wanted a more modern look, but they made one huge mistake. They forgot the orange on the front of the carton, immediately losing sales with this one detail. Visual representation is everything, and when your orange juice no longer wears its signature O proudly, people start to look elsewhere. Like I said though, it could be the most random thing that makes a brand soar, but if it works, it works. Just as much as what we see can entice us, what we hear can be just as powerful. The use of sound in advertisements, commercials, and branding has been around for decades, and has only gotten more and more effective as time has passed. What are known as sonic tags, like McDonald's Jingle, or Netflix's Da-Doom, or even Intel's startup sound, can be just as, if not more infectious than a simple image or video, as the sound will worm its way into your brain and stay there for as long as it likes, kind of like an earworm or a song getting stuck in your head. And the best part of these companies' sound designs, sound doesn't need to be real, it just needs to feel right. Take Boom Sonic Branding, a music marketing shop in Toronto, and their story about how they created a sonic tag for a global credit rating agency, for example. They mixed the sounds of a supermarket pricing gun, 2 old-time adding machines, someone typing on a computer, several low tones, and a short 3-note arpeggio to give the company a signature sonic tag for them to carry home. A lot of work can go into making these seemingly simple yet highly identifiable sounds, and sometimes what's used to make them will surprise you. Once a company has caught your eye, they try their hardest to never lose your sight. Sticking in your head may not always be enough. Brands have to keep evolving to stay stuck in there. According to research, some key factors that contribute to the effectiveness of logos as distinctive brand assets include creativity, simplicity, relevance, and differentiation. And these companies will use each of these assets to attempt to keep your gaze locked on them. Let's take a look at an example. The McDonald's logo has been the same since 1962, and yet they've been able to adopt many different brand identities through many different political landscapes. How is that? The simplicity of their logo allows them to use that logo in all sorts of advertisement campaigns that can have any relevant message they choose to portray, whether it's family time, or a new movie collaboration, or even a new menu item. They have found new creative ways to market and differentiate themselves while still not changing the foundation of what makes their identity up. If you think your taste changed, they really just updated the font on the wrapper and made the arches bigger. Unlike McDonald's, some brands never adapt though, and disappear into the static, like Kodak. They spent all their time focusing on film and photography that the digital age passed them by. Sometimes it pays to change, and adapting is the only way to get by in this ever-changing world we live in. So I guess I should say it. Branding isn't evil. There's just some people out there who are incredibly good at selling something or keeping their brand stuck in your head. The whole idea of branding is just about becoming familiar enough to become trusted, even without words. You might not trust a stranger, but you'll trust a golden arch, a swoosh, or even a jingle you've heard 100 times. Branding wraps itself deep in the crevices of your mind, around emotions and memories, and even around trust in institutions. Now ask yourself, who's really in control?